Again, any interesting storytelling ideas or ways that you can expand upon the lore and the world and just generally be interesting, immediately dropped for telling you to go do something. Any interest you have in story is immediately told it doesn't matter. I'm so interested in this thing. Well, it doesn't matter. That is essentially what that cutscene is telling you. It doesn't matter. You don't matter. Your opinion on our creative endeavor doesn't really matter because it's a video game and you just shoot guys instead of having a story. The intrigue, the mystery, all the cool, interesting ideas are directly available. You're just told it doesn't matter because you aren't just supposed to fight guys. And people like this game. I'm going to put that out there again. People say this game is good. People say this game is fun. And every time you want to get into this game or learn about it, to engage in the lore or anything really, will be immediately undone by the game itself. And I'm gonna be real, they should spare elites more often. Halo 4 does that really well. Elites are not a common enemy. It makes them feel special. If they want elites to be this big bad thing, they should deploy them less. They don't. Like, Jackal should take place on the elites in normal first missions. They should inherently show you the array of weapons, give you regular access to them so you can play how you want. But they don't do any of this basic stuff that most other games would do. Or if they give you a tool, and this is a big thing that happens a lot in great first-person games, is you keep it throughout the entire thing and you cycle. Again, the two-gun inherently is designed around multiplayer. The entire game is designed to be multiplayer. It is uninteresting when everything is designed around multiplayer in the single-player section. And people don't talk about the failings of this game enough. They really should. They really need to talk about how poorly this campaign comes off in a single-player run. I'm not doing this because I want to do it single player, because realistically I don't want to play this game ever. I just want to talk about how people willingly ignore things for nostalgia. Because that's what it is. People grew up with Halo, so they're like, oh, I really like Halo. I really like shooting these aliens because they're so cool. Or people just haven't played better games. Genuinely, it's either you haven't played a better game, you haven't looked into, like, a story before. I can believe that. People just haven't read a book. Or ever dealt with real world building. What's this do? Oh, it just activates a bridge that doesn't get useful in any way? Okay. Okay, what direction do I go? Does this way tell me? Oh, over here. I just was blind. Now, I'm going to compare the Flood to two different things, Necromorphs and Zerg, when we get to them. And even the Borg, actually. I'm gonna throw the Borg in here. Because the Borg are hive mind, which people don't understand what a hive mind is. A hive mind is a connection. It's not... Okay, science fiction loves humanizing hive minds. They love having... This is the control of the hive mind. This is the one that controls it. And StarCraft falls in this too. And it's inherently my least favorite part of the Zerg is that they're not a hive mind. They're a group of individuals controlled by one thing. And that one thing is the Overmind. Or Kerrigan. And it's never really... Oh, look, here's the inherent... What an... Oh, it did it again. It did it again. I'm gonna have to go to Google and go, why is MCC disconnecting my mouse from the game instead of mouse locking it? Because is it just a poorly made game? No, hey, look, it don't be poorly made. It has Microsoft money. Money inherently means it'll work every time. Oh, it's time for the Zerg. The shitty knockoff Zerg. Thank God for cold fusion. Actually, I know exactly what clip I'm gonna put here. Oh, dropped my phone. Sorry, I ruined that tense moment.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth, son. Your stuff is your history. Should remind you once what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, you kinda don't want to wipe out this particular part of my history? That's fine by me.
Yeah,
Better it than us.
you ask them real nice next time you see them, Miss Simpson. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Hey, Sarge, why we always gotta listen to this shit for anyway?
Cause I'm in charge, that's why.
Oh, it don't seem like no good kind of reason to me. Also, anyway.
Hey, what's that? Put on it in a second. Swing roller. Looks like you mashed some poor feller's dog, Sarge. It's a Zerglin, Lester. Smaller type of Zerg. They can be out this far unless... Oh, shit.
I love you, Sarge.
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident here, friendly fire or something.
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir. I got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
He's got contact. Lots of them. But they're not Covenant. They're just tearing through us. What the? Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But-
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
Sarge! Listen!
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Yeah!
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it! Sergeant, get his engine! Fire your weapons!
Not too many,
Don't
Sarge!
even think about it!
Wow, it sure is useful that the flood never came out during that time while we were going through all that. Master Chief. So, here's the thing. And I was talking about it with a friend as that entire cutscene played out. Halo is designed as a cover shooter, right? Right? It's slow. That's my main problem with Halo is it's incredibly slow. Here's the thing. Flood. Look at this. Flood are... What are they? Are they plants? Are they bug-like? What inherently are Flood designed after? They have the, like, little grabber things, and I get it. They're kind of alien. But they're not designed around any specific creature. Like, how did the Flood... Okay, I'm gonna go over this. Dead Space, greatest design of any hive mind enemy ever. Because, okay, well, I say hive mind. I say that as in the absorbs you hive mind element. Because in Dead Space, everything has a purpose. Every creature is designed around a certain function, such as infection, splitting you up, and everything comes in a group, right? The goal is to get meat, to turn things into more necromorphs. How does the Flood propagate? How does the Flood work? It's an incredibly uninteresting hive mind that is not designed to be interesting. The design of the Flood is things that just come at you and are bullet fodder. Story-wise, the Flood is useless. And I'm gonna say right now, as a cover shooter, because I was talking with my friend about this specifically, as a cover shooter, Halo sucks. There's no engaging story, there's no interesting level design. That's just what it is. Early COD is far more interesting as a cover shooter in every way. See this? Like the infection doesn't make sense either. It infects everything the same. Viral infections and fungal infections, and every type of infection is different depending on the host. Even person to person, they're different. Doesn't matter. Identical twins will have different effects from a virus. I understand they're enemies, right? They're enemies. They're not supposed to be, like, all exactly the same little creature that you fight. That's the point, is they're all the exact same creature that you fight. And it saves developer time if they're all exactly the same. And the old version, I'm gonna say, is far more interesting, actually. Right here. We're gonna try and get one. Moving. I'm moving. What? Oh my god, the old design for that is fucking atrocious. Is that on both sides? No, just the one. Okay, see? See, that's much more interesting to me than this version. That's the remaster's fault. That's not Halo 1's fault. But the Flood also just... They're very... fungus coated. Like they read like they're a fungus, and I'm not sure if that was the intent behind the design, that they're fungal creatures, because mycelium is inherently what makes mushrooms able to communicate, so it can't be that, since they have to be telepathic, right? The Flood then have to be telepathic. So how does the Flood work is a question I ask every time I play the... I'm gonna be real, I don't get this far in Halo if I ever replay it. I get to, like, the 4th mission, realize I'm not having fun, and immediately turn it off. Or I just play Reach again. Because it's the only good Halo game. Actually, I will replay 4, because 4 is genuinely a fun game. 4, gameplay-wise, is the best of them. And it puts the story second. And it still actually has a story that feels more interesting, and like it fits in the theming of the game. Is this a thing I can interact with? What is it? What was this room? Why is this room here? Oh, it's so I can go at this side. The shotgun, yay! It only takes for the Flood for you to get the shotgun. Now, I don't need the Magnum because I have the shotgun, and the shotgun's the only useful thing against the Flood, other than this. So, now you get a cover shooter section, right? This is a cover shooter. And you don't have a cover. It's not difficult because it's designed to be difficult. It's difficult because the game inherently doesn't play well outside of just being a cover shooter. I really do like the human infection here, and how it's like a cancer. And, okay, the original Flood glow, which just doesn't help explain the design in any way. Like, here's the old one. They look identical. They just glow. Much more interesting. Being like a weird zombie thing. Too bad Dead Space does it infinitely better in every way. Halo is only unique in the fact that it came out first and does everything worse. It's implied that blood retain human memories, right? Or is it outright stated? Because they can use guns. So I'm gonna ask, how? Because the brain's clearly not intact. Like, it has shit on this guy's right here. Like, broken. You need to inner work into the brain. Like a fungus. Like, how? Again, my questions just outweigh everything, and we're like, oh, this is so cool. It's so cool. Oh. Look how cool they are. Don't think about anything. Don't question it. And, okay. Why does shooting the Flood make them stop? Why shooting human and stuff Flood make them stop? With necromorphs, you don't even kill them. You just stop them from moving by getting rid of the blood in the limbs. Necromorphs are so much cooler. Zerg are an animal species. Yeah, they infect with creep, but at the same time, Zerg, at the end of the day, are designed to answer those questions. Everything about the Zerg can be answered. They're aliens. Okay, yeah. Do they need creep? No. Creep is like a mycelium for the Zerg. It makes them move faster, it helps them communicate, etc., etc. And Zerg are genetically altered to fit into the pack when it's another thing. But genetic science is a thing that exists in real life. They edit chickens and mice all the time so that they can do cool shit. Cows are genetically bred, which is a form of genetic science. To give you more meat, more dairy, like, it's all a thing that exists. So Zerg are in the realm of possibility an alien race that is animalistic and designed solely to consume and adapt and grow based on that criteria of adapting and consuming. Necromorphs. They absorb all meat. Animals become necromorphs. Everything becomes a necromorph because everything dies and uses necrotic flesh. What does Flood do? Like, how does the Flood work? It's an essential question that doesn't get answered in the entire game. They have the Grave Boss, or whatever it's called, Grave Mines, I don't care. Tale 3, we aren't at that yet. But in this game, it's just a weapon. But how does it work? Zerg, you have to kill a Zerg. You just shoot them here. Do they bleed out? Do they explode? How does a Flood die? Other than exploding into paper mache. Like the little ones make sense. The big ones, you just shoot them like people. So you just have to kill them. It's not interesting, it's not unique, it's been done before, and I just don't care. Like, cool. Cool. The flood art, this thing. Oh, my mouse is doing that thing again. Hold on. There we go. Now it's the battle lock back on the screen. The screen lock turns off sometimes. Let me up. Thank you. Did I do that right? Yeah. Also, okay, I'm gonna ask. Tactically, you're fighting a different race. Why are your weapons able to be used by the other guys? Just from a tactical level. You've designed your guns so that the other guys can also hold them. You haven't changed that design yet. Like, just make it bio-coded. Bio-coded weapons are a staple of science fiction. They're not bio-coded in Halo. You can just use the other... I understand from a gameplay perspective why, but from a story and tactical perspective, it makes zero goddamn sense that you can use the Covenant weapons.
Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there? I'm tracking movement all over the place.
Sir, thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed for the RV.
I like how there's a scope on this gun, right? Like iron sights, and you can't use iron sights.
There's a large tower a few hundred meters from your current position. Find a way above the fog and foliage canopy and I can move in and pick you up.
How did they get out? Like, again, you were the only one in and out. All those guys were above there. They haven't seen this yet. Everyone's asking questions. When you were designing a game and a level, you need to think about enemy placement and why something exists. None of that has ever happened in Halo. I guarantee they don't think about why an enemy is somewhere. They just go, it is here, deal with it. Especially in this first game. Reach, I'm just gonna keep comparing this game to Reach now. Reach does that very well. Reach thinks, here's an enemy, here's why they're here, here's how they've gotten here. They're moving behind your lines all the time because they have aerial superiority. It's established multiple times in Reach that you have to get air guns up. How did the Flood just suddenly appear over here? And why are now there's all these Covenant guys that we just cleared? And look, they don't even turn bodies. Oh, Forerunners are fighting the Flood. How do I get up here? Oh.
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the Flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal.